Down. So, um, yesterday we did our live reaction for the Borderlands 3 trailer. Obviously, I'm hyped. I'm waiting, but we'll see in due time when we actually get some gameplay and stuff like that. But for now, I guess we can kind of look through the little tidbits of gameplay that they have shown and like any details that they've basically thrown in the video. So, I know this is like one of like those breakdown videos everybody else is doing. Oh, oh, I gotta do it. So, we're gonna obviously play, stop, things like that. Just look at some of the things. So, obviously, the main faction that's gonna be in here is gonna be the Children of the Vault. So those are gonna be like all the psychos. The Calypso twins are their cult leader, I'm assuming. Basically, pretty nice environment, things like that. Give your flesh, take your guns. Pretty weird, but basically that is the like main faction. Those are the psychos of the game. He either has siren powers somehow, or he's experienced the vault in some way or another. Just like quick thing to note about them. Then we get our 4 vault hunters, so we can stop right here. Obviously the siren chick on the left. This is the guy that I mentioned that I do want to play so badly. He is human, I believe. Kind of tell by fingertips. I think there's a part in here that actually shows it a bit better, but he is like kind of like semi-human, basically prosthetics in him. The soldier, she is kind of like Titanfall. We'll get into that a bit more, but basically, that's kind of how she's gonna play out. So instead of like, just the person that kind of throws out a turret like Axton and um wow, Roland. Wow, how am I forgetting the original soldier? She's probably gonna play a bit more like Wilhelm from the pre-sequel, but probably more advanced in a sense. So get to see that. And then this guy, I'm assuming, is the assassin. So whatever assassin type that there is. Not want to right click. We're gonna just keep on playing through. We're just gonna let the video play through a bit. It's also like the end that we actually need to like skip through frames. Obviously, there's some environments in the game. They do look pretty interesting. One thing I did want to note, I actually versed by accident. When we do see the assassin play out right here. Oh, okay, I didn't want to do that, but he does have a decoy in a way, so maybe zero type ability, possibly. You throw out the decoy so that they think that's you. Yeah, get it. Go back a bit. Yes, I can actually first frames. Forgot about that. So the summoner guy is him. I believe you can his arm. So I am. Maybe he is just a robot. Maybe he actually is just a robot. Maybe I'm wrong. Hmm. But you can tell he has a spider ant, skag, and then some new type of enemy with him. Clearly, they have the same marking. Well, the skag is really clear on it, but you can see that they have like the same marking. So basically, his pet. I'm gonna assume the spider ant is the same thing, and this dude's the same thing. So they all have. This is basically like the 3 types that he can summon. Maybe he could summon more monsters. It'd be pretty cool, like if, like as you go down his skill tree, you can like upgrade to summon a badass enemy. That'd be freaking insane. Oh, okay. Things go by too fast. So soldier chick, that's her mech on the right. So that's why I said Titanfall. You can somehow call that in, and you basically be in a mech. It's kind of crazy, actually. It's a pretty cool ability for like a Borderlands game. We've never seen something like that where you kind of just transform into like, well, you basically go into a mech. Obviously, there's been transformations. One that comes to mind is Claptrap. It is cannonball transformation. Fun times, fun times. The Siren chick, we get a closer up of her. She does this kind of like, you know, thing, and my assumption is that it's either one of her skills. Wow, the frame quality's pretty bad. But yeah, it's either one of her skills Or what I quickly mentioned in my live reaction video is that it's maybe an emote. You never know. I mean, I could see them adding emotes into the game, but we'll actually see what happens. Then here, these are some things I did miss when I first ever saw the video. So obviously you have Vault Key, 4 Vault Hunters, and then you have Tannis. Now from what I've read, there was a like ARG thing back in the other Gearbox game Battleborn, where it says Tannis is not like something like Tannis is not who she is, like does not seem who she is or something like that. So maybe we get some more story with Tannis. I'd actually kind of like that, but we'll see what happens. Um, Pretty interesting shot actually. So you have the Siren Check on the right, but then you have the soldier's mech on the left, but I'm assuming that she's inside of it. But then you also have the assassin dude on the top of the mech. So rideable mechs? Probably, yeah. I mean, would it be pretty interesting? Honestly, that looks like corrosive that she's shooting, but for sure it's corrosive. So female psychos. Never had that in Borderlands. So here we go. You know, honestly, that looks like she's about to throw a Nova bomb at somebody. Just don't wind up on that. Either a Nova Warp or a ground pound. Because you can kind of saw like her arms like just kind of jutting back. So it's either she's gonna throw it forward like a Nova bomb, or she's just gonna like slam her hand down as a ground pound. Pretty cool to see a Nova bomb in Borderlands. And then here, this shows it a lot clearer that this is his pet. Honestly, you could tell by the white outline. So it's under his control. That's usually how video games work. Whenever you have an outline or something, that means that they're in control of that. So that's pretty cool to see. Wonder how good that skag is gonna be though. And then we get a shot of the Goliath. So remember in Borderlands 2, if you basically let a Goliath kill like enough enemies, he could turn into a god live. So like just this insane freaking enemy to destroy, like to kill. So that's definitely returned. So beautiful. And then here we get Maya. So one thing I didn't actually realize is she actually did grow out her hair. She has really long hair now. But then this person on the left we have not seen. She kind of, she or he, not assuming here, they look, I want to say they share like some type of gene. So maybe it's her child? Possibly? We don't know how far in the future. I don't know exactly how far in the future the game is. But honestly, people have grown up. So maybe her child? Possibility. Assumption is gonna be like, kind of want to see something like Destiny. We have like all these different like planets that you can go to. So maybe different worlds that you can kind of venture into. And then we get these guys. Not sure what kind of... Actually, this looks really Malawan-like. With the whole entire like tricolor, like basically palette. So maybe that giant city is like basically Malawan City or something. So we're gonna find Malawan Company, and we're gonna have to fight those people. That is definitely Malawan. Saying. But, so we get another shot of Maya with her long hair as she puts up her hoodie. Then we get this. So we have, oh no, not go back too much. So Brick's new design on the left, Mordecai's new design on the right. I do kind of like his design with the dreadlocks. Cool. And then we got Tiny Tina right in the middle. And nope, we're gonna go back a frame. Yeah, so we got Tiny Tina's new design. She's obviously a lot older now, so see what she has in store for the game. Ellie obviously makes a return. Then, like I mentioned, it's Sir Hammerlock, and then Aurelia, Aurelia? I forgot her name exactly. I never played as her in the pre-sequel. But we get her, so she's part of the Hammerlock family. Don't know who the Gunright is, though. Possibly also part of the Hammerlock family, I think. Then we get Claptrap. Poor Claptrap. And then we get Reese. So, a couple things to note here. Reese has his mustache. Goes to the Borderlands. He does like pop up a symbol. So we have Zero on the left as well. So Zero's been working with him. And then we get either the Crimson Raiders or Atlas. So one thing that I noticed in the other trailer that they had, the Mask of Mayhem trailer where it shows like everything, there was an Atlas symbol. And Reese was there. Like on top of the Atlas symbol. So I'm assuming that Reese is now the head of Atlas. So we're probably going to see a return of Atlas, so no more Hyperion. It's going to be Atlas instead of Hyperion, which I welcome so much, because I do miss Atlas from Borderlands 1. I don't, yeah, kind of weird that they ditched it for Hyperion. Whatever. Then we get the shot. Don't know who that person on the left is, but we do have Tannis, older Marcus, kind of a bit chubbier, and then this chick on the right is Moxie. So we do get like a little glimpse at her new design, and then we get a couple of shots, or a bunch of shots of different guns. So fire or explosive damage right there, pretty cool. New environment, reload, a sniper rifle, I'm assuming. Seems like a semi-automatic sniper. Get this weird laser plasma thing. Kind of reminds me of the plasma guns in pre-sequel. Hopefully it does make a return. Pump action shotgun. Have we ever seen a pump action shotgun in board? Like one designed like that. Like one that looks like an actual shotgun. Oh. I don't remember. Seems like another plasma gun to me. Or maybe yeah, kind of does look like it. Don't know what that is. Phase lock, I'm assuming, is making a return as one of the Siren's abilities, but it is pretty cool. Has the hand coming out of it. Pretty nice touch. And we see a pistol. Yeah. What else? SMG. Looks like some sort of rifle. Probably bolt action rifle. Pretty sure it's a bolt action rifle. Maybe that shotgun that we saw earlier. This looks like E-Tech. This definitely looks like E-Tech. Because of the, like, flappers on the side of the gun. And it does shoot a laser. So, most likely E-Tech. Another pistol. That kinda looks like a light machine gun. And we get some new wildlife. The Malawan symbol. So, pretty sure this is shot inside of that Malawan area. And then probably SMG with a bayonet on it. So bayonets make a return. Hooray. Another Malawan gun. Although, interesting that the Malawan gun has like some sort of barrel attachment on it. Maybe. Like it would be like a laser sight on it or like barrel thing. I don't know. Pretty interesting. Usually Malawan guns are like just flat at the end. So it's either maybe I'm like just exaggerating the shit out of it and it's probably just a new design for a gun. Or maybe it's just like an actual barrel attachment. Who knows? This actually looks like not somebody's ability, but actually a gun that you can use. Which would be pretty cool. It kind of reminds you of that like cylinder gun that the Siren chick was using in the trailer earlier. So maybe that's how they look like when in the first person. Pretty cool. Is that cryo? Possibly cryo. And we get psychos. Another one of those guns like I mentioned. So they definitely do look pretty cool actually. SMG with an ammo counter on the side. Assuming SMG. Looks SMG like. I don't know. Pretty nice. That looks very weird. Also pretty interesting to see that it actually has a red dot sight on it. Well, like some sort of red dot sight on it. Because most of the guns, when you look at them, they have a, like, most of them are just like a kind of iron sight. I'm like going way back. But some of them do have, I mean, it could just be, like I said, like a freaking design choice on the gun. I could be exaggerating, but who knows. It does shoot out this like purple beam, which is interesting. Seeing a purple. That looks like an insane gun. That is a laser, or that's basically Cold Heart. Let's okay, yeah, that's Cold Heart. Cold Heart. That's the thing too. There it is. Then we get this. Pretty sure it's an LMG, maybe. Especially, it's either one of those plasma guns again, because like the fuse that it has at the side of it, or it's probably another LMG, considering the ammo count on it. I mean, I'm assuming that's the ammo count, the 54. And we get damage numbers. Only doing 11 damage, buddy. Might want to up your damage. Shot of somebody looting something. Although anything you can note out of there, I kind of see a Malawan gun. I think. Yeah, there's that. Then we got revolver. So revolvers do make a return. We got this weird gun. That barrels. Fuck. Put it that way. He was shooting saw blades, by the way, with dynamite on it. Just want to point that out. Saw blades with dynamite. Ooh. Like some sort of assault rifle, probably. Then, what a lot of people have mentioned. This is definitely a slide. Tell by the field of view, you're literally like underneath the dude's like waistline. So, probably slide in this game, which is nice. I mean, hey, faster way of moving. Might as well have it. And we got one of those guns again. That look very weird with one arm. Very rustic gun, probably a Jacobs. This kind of pistol again, with a different sight on it. Probably a different version of it. Get reload. Kind of weird shotgun like thing. Pretty cool. That's a bug, by the way. Look at that gun. Gonna point that out. Sliding again, considering how low the person is compared to like the crate on the side. And then nothing much else here. Look at this weird gun. It's kind of like definitely a plasma gun, probably, considering the way that they're holding it. See, like the thumb on the right is on like a button, and then holding it by the side. Definitely some sort of plasma weapon. This guy looks pretty cool. It's like a. It'd be pretty cool if that thing shoots like a torpedo. It'd be pretty nice. Just kind of environment area with this weird gun. Another one of those pistols, but a different sight. Probably a completely different pistol. I could be wrong. Like grenade launcher thing. What the hell? Thing's definitely got some arc to it. It's a grenade launcher. That's pretty cool. Revolver with a very weird scope. E-Tech weapon, assuming. One of those are E-Tech weapons. There's this SMG again, but has another ammo counter on the side. I'm assuming they're gonna change that ammo counter because that looks very out of place. Very weird. We get this weird. Oh, now we get this gun. I'm gonna assume, considering the aesthetic is very like punk style, and the way that the children of the vault kind of are, assuming they have their own like weapon brand, because in Borderlands 2 we got bandit weapons, which were pretty good, and then pre-sequel we got scav weapons. Scav were like the main faction. So possibly we're getting Children of the Vault weapons, whatever they call them. And that could be one of them. So, new brand right there. Alright, it's probably going to replace, like, Gav and Bandit weapons, so we're not going to have Bandit weapons anymore. Going to replace it with this, probably. This crazy looking boss there. Wow. That's pretty cool. Then we get this. Like a little... a charge shot pistol. It's a little ball. It's definitely not E-Tech. E-Tech usually has little flappers on the side that like open up. So... just probably a corrosive or maybe a new element. Who knows? Might be a new element. Yeah, another one of those one-handed guns. That look pretty damn cool. Malawan area again, I believe. Don't know what that gun is. Tedior, but it looks almost like some sort of fusion rifle. You can tell by like the clamp on the left, like open. Maybe fusion rifles? Borderlands 2? Borderlands 3, I mean. Whoops. And our pistol opening up stuff. Then we finally get the last shot of all our Vault Hunters of all this loot. So much loot. Hopefully we get some sort of demonstration of mechanics at some point. Just to see what they actually have changed. Because literally the only change in terms of mechanics that you can tell are sliding. Like, about it. But we'll see what else they have in terms of stuff. Because obviously, where's this again? Like, who was right here? No. I'm not gonna be able to find him again, am I? I hate my life. Wherever did he go? I was looking for basically one of the Vault Hunters, him. He might have like kind of separate skills. So you can have like different types of skills to summon out different enemies. That's something that Borderlands is kind of needed in my opinion. Kind of weird to just think that you only have one ability in Borderlands and then kind of shoot your gun as much as you can. So hopefully that changes. But that's gonna do it for this. I know it's kind of weird I uploaded it again. But hopefully be getting more information on the game sooner or later. There is a remaster of the first game coming out on the 3rd of April, so next week. I will probably be doing a playthrough. We'll see. Because it is free to whoever owns Borderlands on the PC, so no, might as well try it out. We'll see when that time comes. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all later.